from a rescue helicopter 1,800 meters above the ocean. So you can't do this question without a diagram. So 1,008, this helicopter, 1,800 meters above sea level. The angle of depression of two shipwreck survivors are 60 degrees. So angle of depression means that this is 60 degrees. 60 degrees is quite a bit, so it's going to be down here. And 40 degrees is less. So if that is 60, then 40 will be less. So a diagram will look something like that. Let's say survivor 1 is 60 degrees. So if that is 60 degrees, then this is 60 degrees. Because it's alternating angles. And this is survivor 1. Survivor 2 is 40 degrees. So if this is 40 degrees, then this is 40 degrees because it's alternating angles. I want to know how far. Draw a label, a label diagram which represents the situation, and we can see that we have pretty much what we have. Calculate how far the two survivors are apart. So what we want to know is, we want to know what is that distance, the yellow distance. If I can know at this stage, that is 90 degrees. So if I know what this distance is, and I take away this distance, then I'll be left with that distance. So this distance, take away this distance, will leave me with this distance. Okay, I can get the green distance because I can rewrite that as one triangle. If this is 40 degrees, that's 1,800. I can find what is, let's call it x1. Okay, so this is s2. I can calculate what is this total distance if that is 40. So that is the green part. First thing I want to do is I'm going to label. I'm going to say if this is my angle, this is opposite, this is adjacent, this is hypotenuse. I have opposite and adjacent. So I'm going to say for survivor 2, I'm going to say opposite over adjacent equals the tan of theta. In other words, 1,800 over x equals the tan of theta, which is 40 degrees. I'm going to multiply by x on both sides. I'm going to get 1,800 equals x tan of 40 degrees. Now I'm going to divide by tan 40 on both sides, and if I do that, I'm going to find that x equals 1,800 divided by the tan of 40 degrees. I'm going to put that in my calculator, and if I do that in my calculator, my answer is 2,145.16 meters. Okay, so that will be my green answer. That will be x, that will be for the big green distance. If I take my other triangle and I break it up, and I say this is 60 degrees, then this will be the distance that I want, which is x2. That's x2. This is still 1,800 meters. If I label it O, A, and H, opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse, it will look exactly the same for this. So I'll say survivor 2 will be, now instead of using exactly the same thing, I already did that calculation. Please, if you can't do it, do everything again. But if you can see that these two are exactly the same, the only thing difference is that you can say that was x1. You can say that x2 therefore equals 1,800 divided by the tan of 60 degrees. Doing it exactly the same as that. If you have problems, please do it. If you can see the shortcut, use it. I have shown my working there. So 1800 tan of 60 will give you an answer of 1039.23 meters. That will be my orange distance. So what I'll do now is I will say distance apart equals, and what it will be is it will be the big distance, the green distance, take away that distance. So it will be x1 take away x2. Okay, and x1 take away x2 is 2145.16 take away 1039.23, and my distance between the two will equal 1105.93 meters, and that will be the yellow. Okay, so just quick recap. It will be the green, that will be the green x1, take away the orange part x2, and that will give us the yellow part.